সয়াবিন তেলের হাতে, কারণ পুষ্টির সবচেয়ে শুদ্ধ আর স্বাস্থ্যকর সয়াবিন তেল। পুষ্টি, ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
কি হয়েছে?
মিনিস্টার ফ্রিজ কিনে হাম্বা জিতেছে।
মিনিস্টার ফ্রিজ কিনুন, হাম্বা জিতুন, আরো আছে আকর্ষণীয় উপহার।
এবার মনের স্বাদ মিটিয়ে খান আর স্বাস্থ্যের চিন্তাটা ছেড়ে দিন পুষ্টি সয়াবিন তেলের হাতে, কারণ পুষ্টির সবচেয়ে শুদ্ধ আর স্বাস্থ্যকর সয়াবিন তেল। পুষ্টি, ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
সম্ভাবনাময় ভবিষ্যৎ নির্মাণের অঙ্গীকার নিয়ে নতুন প্রজন্মের স্টিল ZSRM 3 স্টেপ প্রোডাকশন সিস্টেমে DHC টেকনোলজিতে তৈরি টেকসই ZSRM TMT স্টিল বার। ZSRM বন্ড টু বন্ড।
কি হয়েছে?
মিনিস্টার ফ্রিজ কিনে হাম্বা জিতেছে।
মিনিস্টার ফ্রিজ কিনুন, হাম্বা জিতুন, আরো আছে আকর্ষণীয় উপহার।
এবার মনের স্বাদ মিটিয়ে খান আর স্বাস্থ্যের চিন্তাটা ছেড়ে দিন পুষ্টি সয়াবিন তেলের হাতে, কারণ পুষ্টির সবচেয়ে শুদ্ধ আর স্বাস্থ্যকর সয়াবিন তেল। পুষ্টি, ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
92.4 FM।
ওয়েলকাম ব্যাক টু রেডিও স্বাধীন 92.4 FM। এই মুহূর্তে খেলা চলছে নেপাল এবং নেদারল্যান্ডের মধ্যকার এই খেলা আপনারা সরাসরি বাংলা ধারাভাষ্যে শুনতে পাচ্ছেন আমাদের সাথে, কারণ স্ট্রাইক এন্ডে আছেন নেপালের হয়ে এই মুহূর্তে ডিলেডে তার চতুর্থ ওভারটি করতে এসেছেন, সরাসরি লং অনে ড্রাইভ করেছেন, সেখান থেকে একটি রান পাবেন অবশ্যই নেপালের হয়ে। 1 শর্ট 100 অর্থাৎ 99 রানে কিন্তু পৌঁছে গেছে নেপাল এই মুহূর্তে। কাজেই তাদের 100 রানটা হয়তো পূর্ণ করতে বেশি সময় লাগবে না, সেই ক্ষুধা তাদের অবশ্যই আছে। ক্ষুধা মেটে যেখানে সেখানে অল টাইম হেলদি বানে এবং সেই সাথে অল টাইম হানিকম স্কোর আপডেট বলছে 99 রানে পৌঁছে গেছে এই মুহূর্তে নেপাল 7টি উইকেট হারিয়ে, এবং তাদের এই খেলার এই মুহূর্তে 18 ওভার 2 বল চলছে। সবখানে সব মোমেন্টে মধুর মতো মিষ্টি, অল টাইম হানিকম, অল টাইম হেলদি লাইফ। এবারে কিন্তু 100 পূর্ণতা পাবে। অনসাইডে ব্যাকওয়ার্ড স্কোয়ার লেগের দিকে ঠেলে দিয়ে জায়গার বদল করে নিল, নেপালের দলীয় শতক পূর্ণ হলো।
টিম 100
রাইট, আরও 3টি বল কিন্তু এ ওভারে বাকি আছে এবং তারপরে আরও 6টি বল। কত হতে পারে? আমি বলেছিলাম 110 থেকে মানে অ্যাপ্রক্সিমেট 110-এর আশপাশে হবে। কত হতে পারে মনে করছেন খুরশিদ?
এখন 9টি বল বাকি রয়েছে, হাতে উইকেট 3টা রয়েছে, বাট 2 ব্যাটার খুবই স্ট্রাগল করছেন। সিঙ্গেলের উপরে এই মুহূর্তে মনোনিবেশ, বাট বাউন্ডারি আসছে না। বাউন্ডারি আসলে সেক্ষেত্রে হয়তো বা ভিন্ন চিত্র হতে পারে, বাট ওভারের 4র্থ বলটা করলেন, বলছিলাম বাউন্ডারির কথা। অফ স্টাম্পের বাইরে খাটো লেন্থের ডেলিভারি, জায়গায় দাঁড়িয়ে থেকে চমৎকার একটা পিক আপ শট, বল চলে গেল একেবারে স্ট্রেট লং অন বাউন্ডারির উপর দিয়ে সীমানার বাইরে, ছক্কা। এবং রানের ক্ষুধাটা এই মুহূর্তে খুবই দরকার ছিল নেপালের, এবং রানের ক্ষুধাটা তারা মিটিয়ে দিতে সক্ষম হয়েছে। আপনিও চাইলে অল টাইম বানের মাধ্যমে আপনার ক্ষুধাটা মেটাতে পারেন। তার জন্য যেটা চাইলে আপনি করতে পারেন যে কোনো জায়গায় যেখানে সেখানে আপনি অল টাইম বানের মাধ্যমে ক্ষুধাটা মেটাতে পারেন। তাই আমরা বলতেই পারি ক্ষুধা মেটে যেখানে সেখানে অল টাইম হেলদি বানে। ওভারে 5ম বলটা অফ স্টাম্পের বাইরে, জায়গায় যেখানে সেখানে আপনি অল টাইম বানের মাধ্যমে আকাশে নামবে। হ্যাঁ, টিম প্রিঙ্গেল আছেন ডিপ থার্ড ম্যানে, তার হাতে গিয়ে জমা পড়লো, অর্থাৎ 8ম উইকেটের পতন নেপালের।
এবার মনের স্বাদ মিটিয়ে খান আর স্বাস্থ্যের চিন্তাটা ছেড়ে দিন পুষ্টি সয়াবিন তেলের হাতে, কারণ পুষ্টির সবচেয়ে শুদ্ধ আর স্বাস্থ্যকর সয়াবিন তেল। পুষ্টি, ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
কি হয়েছে?
মিনিস্টার ফ্রিজ কিনে হাম্বা জিতেছে।
মিনিস্টার ফ্রিজ কিনুন, হাম্বা জিতুন, আরো আছে আকর্ষণীয় উপহার।
এবার মনের স্বাদ মিটিয়ে খান আর স্বাস্থ্যের চিন্তাটা ছেড়ে দিন পুষ্টি সয়াবিন তেলের হাতে, কারণ পুষ্টির সবচেয়ে শুদ্ধ আর স্বাস্থ্যকর সয়াবিন তেল। পুষ্টি, ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
সম্ভাবনাময় ভবিষ্যৎ নির্মাণের অঙ্গীকার নিয়ে নতুন প্রজন্মের স্টিল ZSRM 3 স্টেপ প্রোডাকশন সিস্টেমে DHC টেকনোলজিতে তৈরি টেকসই ZSRM TMT স্টিল বার। ZSRM বন্ড টু বন্ড।
গেছে হাম্বা, লাইন পড়েছে লম্বা।
কি হয়েছে?
মিনিস্টার ফ্রিজ কিনে হাম্বা জিতেছে।
মিনিস্টার ফ্রিজ কিনুন হাম্বা জিতুন, আরো আছে আকর্ষণীয় উপহার।
এবার মনের স্বাদ মিটিয়ে খান আর স্বাস্থ্যের চিন্তাটা ছেড়ে দিন পুষ্টি সয়াবিন তেলের হাতে, কারণ পুষ্টি সবচেয়ে শুদ্ধ আর স্বাস্থ্যকর সয়াবিন তেল। পুষ্টি, ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
92.4 FM.
ইয়েস, আপনি টিউন করে আছেন স্বাধীন 92.4 FM। ইতিমধ্যে নেপালের তাদের অষ্টম উইকেটের পতন ঘটে গিয়েছে এবং ওভারের শেষ বলটা ছিল, শেষ বলটা ডট বলের মাধ্যমে ওভারের সমাপ্তি হয়ে যাবে। রান যেখানে ছিল সেখানেই আছে 106, 8 উইকেটে নেপালের সংগ্রহ।
এবার মনের স্বাদ মিটিয়ে খান আর স্বাস্থ্যের চিন্তাটা ছেড়ে দিন পুষ্টি সয়াবিন তেলের হাতে, কারণ পুষ্টি সবচেয়ে শুদ্ধ আর স্বাস্থ্যকর সয়াবিন তেল। পুষ্টি, ভালো
Jaho, back on lake, hello, bubble, 88. Jaho, back on lake, hello.
পুষ্টি, ভালো খান, ভালো থাকুন।
92.4 FM.
ইয়েস, আপনি টিউন করে আছেন স্বাধীন 92.4 FM। ইতিমধ্যে নেপালের তাদের অষ্টম উইকেটের স্বাধীন 92.4 FM। ইতিমধ্যে নেপালের তাদের অষ্টম উইকেটের স্বাধীন 92.4 FM। ইতিমধ্যে
Jaho, back on lake, hello, bubble, 88. Jaho, back on lake, hello, bubble, 88. Hello, bubble, 88. 88, hello, bubble, 88. Bubble, 88. Hello, bubble, 88. Bubble, 88. Hello, bubble, 88. Bubble, 88.
কিনুন হাম্বা জিতুন, আরো আছে আকর্ষণীয় উপহার।
এবার মনের স্বাদ মিটিয়ে খান আর স্বাস্থ্যের চিন্তাটা ছেড়ে দিন পুষ্টি সয়াবিন তেলের হাতে, কারণ পুষ্টি সবচেয়ে শুদ্ধ আর স্বাস্থ্যকর সয়াবিন তেল।
Last 5 balls. Don't have much to play with, the bowlers. Avinas Bohra walks to the crease, and this has not been the start they would have dreamt of. Certainly not the start they would have planned for with the bat. Making one, Van Dijk says, I want this. He takes the responsibility and wraps it up easily. A lovely bowling performance by the Netherlands. They won the toss and said, yeah, we're going to have a bowl first. The bowlers answered the call from the captain. The fielders backed them up. And they should be very happy with this.
Wild swing. As one can call this short, because he has no control, that extra bounce. hit the splice to the bat and a comfortable catch, easy catch, no issues there, and that finishes the first inning where Netherlands bowled Nepal out for 106 in 19.2 overs. Wonderful bowling by all bowlers. They stuck to the task.
They have definitely stuck to the task. They obviously had plans and they executed beautifully. It's hard to argue that you could have executed any better by the Netherlands. 106 all out. Rohit Paudel tried very hard to keep that innings together, making 35 or 37. He's an impressive youngster, just 20 years of age, and here he is leading his team, but in a tough situation today. Wasn't easy batting conditions, that is for sure, but the Netherlands bowled so well that they gave absolutely nothing away. So you can see the batters really struggled all the way through, and it was hard to find partnerships. Bowlers were impressive.
Scott Edward never needed the sixth bowler. He stuck to his five bowlers and they responded exactly the way he wanted. 3 wickets for Wenbeck. Delayed it 2, and icing on the cake from Pringle, 3 for 20.
Well, tell you what, absolutely brilliant from the Netherlands. They dominated all phases of this innings. It's going to be interesting to find out what the players thought of the conditions out in the middle. Let's go down to Laura McGoldrick and find out.
Logan van Beek, 3 wickets for 18. Congratulations. What a fantastic last over. How are you feeling off the back of that performance?
Well, first of all, I'm not sure whether we're in Nepal or Dallas. These fans for Nepal are amazing. It was so loud. I was trying to think half the time, but nice return and great to get the tournament started.
Talk us through the conditions out there and your bowling plans on them. How much have they changed once you started?
I think at the start there was a little bit of swing, overhead conditions, obviously the rain at the start, but now it's burnt off, it's warm, it's hot. For us it was just hit back of a length for as long as possible. I think anything full was just too easy to hit, and we just stuck to that game plan.
As a bowler, it's always great when your team rallies around and fields incredibly well. How did you feel about that performance from the team?
Very proud, very proud. I've been on them for the last few weeks about improving our fielding. We had an awesome session out here the other day, and so the boys have put in a great effort, and it was a superb effort out there.
106 runs to chase down. How do you approach the total?
I think we've got to be positive. Hopefully the openers, the top order, do the job today. I wouldn't mind not putting the pads on, but I think you just got to be positive. These conditions are probably more suited to us, so I'm looking forward to seeing us back.
A great start to the campaign. Congratulations. Best of luck for the second innings.
Thanks, Laura.
Excellent performance by Logan van Beek and the Netherlands. They put in the hard work and it showed today. They need 107 to win their opening encounter here in Texas.
Just close the doors, and you're in a world of your own. Travel is not just about the destination, it's also about
full hands there from the skipper. He finds a well-needed boundary there for Namibia. 59 for 2.
can you put your best foot forward?
Slog sweep straight to the fielder and it's down. Catches. How much is this going to hurt Oman? 2 put down by bowlers in their follow through. And then Khalid has put one down at deep mid wicket.
Yeah, it just doesn't ever get to it, really. Oh dear.
That's lovely. Well, he's been setting himself as this inning goes on, has Jan Freiling, for just this shot.
Yes, third shot. Yeah, it just doesn't ever get to it, really.
One, he's got some momentum through his feet. He gets close to the ball, does not try and overhit.
That's lovely. Well, he's been setting himself as this inning goes on, has Jan Freiling, for just this shot. Goes on, has Jan Freiling, for just this shot. Goes on, has Jan Freiling, for just this shot. Goes on, has Jan Freiling, for just this shot. Goes on, has Jan Freiling, for just. On has Jan Freiling, for just this shot. Goes on, has Jan Freiling, for just. On has Jan Freiling, for just this shot. Goes on, has Jan Freiling, for just. On has Jan Freiling, for
Doesn't try and overhit the ball, stays in absolute control. It's on the bounce. It's more pain than what there was at school.
That is going for 4. It's not really out of the middle of the bat, but it counts.
They'll certainly take it.
Their performance with the bat was simply not consistent enough. Apart from their skipper Cordell, who is a very talented young man, 35 from 37, there was not a lot of resistance. They lost early wickets, and everything that Scott Edwards turned to in terms of his bowling department paid a dividend for him. They backed it up with outstanding fielding effort as well, and they'll be very happy because this contest between the Netherlands and Nepal, it's been a bit rock and rolly actually. They've won one, they've lost one, they've won one, they've lost one, but the Netherlands are on track to get a W in the column, and that they really do need that to start this very interesting Group D, because there are a number of connotations coming up within this group that says the Netherlands are very much alive. Ramesh Raja is with me, and Ian Bishop. And Bish, you looked at the conditions, you were out there at the toss, and the Netherlands used it very well.
They're a superb unit, and given, as you said, the overhead conditions, it made their already very consistent bowlers even that more potent. And it's a top initiation with the bat for the Nepalese fans and their team. But, you know, I can hear people from the outside saying, the associates come in and they turned over for 107. Let me remind you, yesterday, Sri Lanka got bowled out for 77, a full member nation. And then people will say, well, it was South Africa's bowling. But this Netherlands team actually defeated South Africa in the last T20 World Cup. So it's a good learning process for Rohit Pordell and his team, and now just to come out here, no, don't give up yet. Come out here and do what you need to do as best as you can with the ball.
Well, Ramesh, during the break, we noticed you skipped very quickly out and had a quick look at the pitch. That obviously the overhead conditions, now it's a lot warmer out there. Any dangers for the Netherlands chasing this?
Don't think so. As long as they keep calm and make sure that they read that good length area, I think that is where Nepal need to be with the new ball. It's about exerting pressure, making sure that they make it so damn tough for them to get over the line. 107 is what they need from 120 balls. We're talking about two sides that are relatively inexperienced, so chasing can become a bit hazardous if you lose 4 wickets for 50. And I think the target has got to be that from Nepal. Make sure that they are engaged in this contest right till the last ball of the 20th.
Well, that's what Rohit Patel will be saying within the huddle, is that we must strike early. We must do to them what they did to us. And what we will do by getting early wickets is bring our crowd into this and build some outside pressure. Okay, this is not a total that you're probably going to defend in terms of run rate. The only way you're going to get out of this is to get wickets and bowl the Netherlands out. And now the Netherlands' attitude will be interesting as well. They've got experience at the top of the order. Max O'Dowd is a very, very fine player with a lot of experience at this level. He's got a good strike rate of 121.4. He's been around the block many, many times in that orange uniform. He brings so much experience to the top of the order. Meanwhile, at the other end, one of the most exciting talents that the Netherlands has produced in a long period of time at the top of the order, and Michael Levitt with a strike rate of 156.5.
So if he goes at 156 strike rate, this game should be over in the 10th over, and that is what Nepal will not want. Because Netherlands will be looking for a Herculean start here, for a massive start here to absolutely nail this run chase.
Well, Karen, now you see his best bowling performance is 5 for 21. That's the kind of thing someone has to do for Nepal this afternoon. And it's now a warm afternoon. The outfield will be quicker. I think the ball would do as much. But I like the attitude looking at the field placing here, Bish. They need wickets. They've got to have a slip. They've got to have catches and play. And they've just got to hit their right areas.
And Karen Casey is their most experienced bowler, the most successful bowler for Nepal in this unit. He's been around the park for a while, so he'll be hoping to get the ball, as we say, on that length and hope to get it moving laterally. He's a skiddy customer, and he should, with a new ball, be able to get something in these conditions.
So 107 is the target for the Netherlands to draw first blood for them in this World Cup. Ambitious, aggressive, and that's exactly what Nepal have to be.
And maybe balance it with a bit of calmness and patience. Let the story develop. Bowl few dots and get a reaction from Netherlands. I think the pitch, the conditions demand consistency, and the ball will wobble around both ways.
Well, one of the great things about coming to World Cups is finding new talent. And they say that this fellow on strike, that is exactly that. Just walking forward on that occasion. So not going to be kept sitting back on a line and length. And he's already said to the bowler, I'm going to invent against you. Impact was always high, always going over the top, which brings Max O'Dowd onto strike. Good shape, really good shape.
He's got some skill, Karen Casey, and he's got experience here in Rod Tucker of Australia as well, 59 years of age, and umpiring is so essential to the game. Langton Roseri, Zimbabwean, much younger, but making his own way in the international game. Good to see the Zimbabwean here.
Outside edge, just falls short of first slip. Might even think about bringing another slip in. I mean, I've just got to bowl the Netherlands out here. We just have to take the bull by the horns and say, look, we haven't got enough to defend in terms of 20 overs, but if we bowl a good line, if we get the outside edge of the bat, we must ensure that it carries. And for that reason, they also have to be a bit more aggressive in the behind the wicket field placings and come up a yard or two. Make sure those edges carry.
Rather be up than shot on this track. Well, the strats are pretty interesting, and it felt that way, boys. Nepal today, 47.2% play and miss in the power play. This is the highest by any team in T20. So credit to Netherlands really for just hitting that length, ball after ball. They had a plan, it worked perfectly in the first 6. Just mirror that plan, Nepal. Make sure that you hit that good length area and hope for the best.
Without getting a wicket, that's about as good a start as you could expect from your first over. Just the 2 runs from it, 2 for none.
स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, ये रोटियां बनाए टेस्टी जो रहे सॉफ्ट लंबे अरसे तक। स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, घर की याद, घर का जायका।
This thali represents my Desi style. I genuinely feel really proud to be a Desi. Dare I say I haven't encountered a richer culture. I am just so proud to share that with my community, my friends, and my family.
स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, ये रोटियां बनाए टेस्टी जो रहे सॉफ्ट लंबे अरसे तक। स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, घर की याद, घर का जायका।
As to this level, but a lot of those names very familiar to the World Cup, the 50 over World Cup in India just at the end of last year, and a side that performed exceedingly well in that, causing the odd upset. Sampal, who was the survivor.
It's quite a rarity that you get surfaces in T20 where your technique and temperament is tested. I just feel that batsmen these days have got a better plan, a foolproof plan when it comes to hitting the ball, and not such a great plan when it comes to be around. Make sure that you're playing a technical hand. There are more flops than hits.
Well, he goes after it, but has he made an early mistake? This has gone very high, but safe hands, and the crowd has gone absolutely nuts here at this early success. Goodness me. Huge breakthrough early.
Yeah, I mean, he hits the ball hard, but the conditions were not favouring this kind of a strong hit. And very good catch in the end, because the ball was up in the air for a very long time, and that's the other thing that Nepal needs to do better right throughout this bowling innings, to catch well, to feel well. And so Levitt is gone after scoring 1, Netherlands 3 for 1.
Food is so much more than food. I love being able to celebrate my culture, my food, and stories with my friends and, of course, my kids. No thali is complete without dahi, and the Desi natural dahi is exactly that, natural, just like my mom would make it.
स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, ये रोटियां बनाए टेस्टी जो रहे सॉफ्ट लंबे अरसे तक। स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, घर की याद, घर का जायका।
Vikram Singh, very experienced as well. Left-hander comes to the crease way too early from the Netherlands' point of view. They have lost the wicket in just the second over. It's not a very big run chase, but it could be a dangerous one. And Nepal getting exactly what they wanted. Gee, that catch was taken easily, wasn't it? And comfortably pouched. It went so high.
They've got a reputation, Nepal, as a good fielding team.
Right direction. Look at them hunting in. Look at the aggression inside the circle.
That's what they do. They try to sort of maximize the little 1%ers. They know they're not as gifted and experienced with the bat as some other teams, and Rohit Patel will have spoken to them about that. But the length that they've bowled so far, this is the wicket ball. That's the length we talked about, a test match line and length, and force the batters to hit you off of that by taking a risk. Eric takes an easy catch, and he's a good fielder.
The average age is 23, so it's a young squad, young team, and it shows the way they fielded so far. Well, we know we keep on harping on the value of keeping things simple. It's a tough job to keep things simple in cricket, but that is what you want from Nepal. Up front with the new ball, 4 overs like that. No experimentation, no heroics needed. Just do that simple line and length stuff.
When you've only got 105 or 106 on the board, it's very hard to exert scoreboard pressure, but they're doing their best. They're doing it best with a really aggressive attitude inside the circle, which is admirable. He's going to change his line and go round the wicket to the left-hander.
I'm with you on the 2 slips thing, by the way. The length has been very, very good. 2 of the more, you talk about the average age there, Anis, but 2 of the more experienced guys with the new ball, Karen Casey and Sampal, and that's what they've done so far. You can see the length. One delivery that's up there in the slot, 60% in the length and 30% short. Now that'll evolve as they go through the innings, perhaps, but that's a good way to start with the new ball for a few overs.
Terrific start. Outstanding effort this from Nepal. They are in for the fight. It's 3 for 1.
And it's good for Sampal Kani to get that wicket, because in 2024, I think he was wicketless in 7 out of his first 8 games for this year. He's become better at wicket taking in the last 2 T20 internationals. One against Hong Kong, where he picked up 3 wickets, and 1 here today.
Well, the Netherlands will look at this, and if they can get home here, and they're a long way from it at this point, they'll look at South Africa and say, hello, remember Adelaide? And then Bangladesh, and they'll be thinking good things, but they haven't got this job done yet. An edge, it goes in the air, and again, putting pressure on the batsman running through.
It's a scary group, isn't it? When you look at that, right? This, to me, I want to find a better term to describe the group. But when you see the teams in this group here, if you slip up against a few teams here, teams that are slotted in as favourites could be struggling. This is a very tough group with Bangladesh, South Africa, Sri Lanka, who went down yesterday, Netherlands in here as well.
Well, Sri Lanka's run rate too, think about that. Sri Lanka's run rate was really badly damaged by being bowled out very cheaply.
So this is why Netherlands would want to win. First, put yourself in a position to win, and quickly, if the opportunity presents itself, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but if you can win it, you get close, win it quickly for net run rate, but you have to win it first.
I go back to the last T20 World Cup when New Zealand played Australia at the Sydney Cricket Ground, and New Zealand beat up on Australia, And from that point onwards, Australia were always chasing because of run rate, always chasing the tournament as opposed to being in front, being chased. And that's the effect of a heavy early loss can do.
So that Sri Lanka-Bangladesh game then becomes a knockout for Sri Lanka. If they lose that, they're out.
Gee, this is good. This is so impressive. So disciplined early from Nepal.
Kushal Burchell hovering at that point area is a good fielder, one of several really electric fielders. And folks, wherever you are in the world, you're watching, at the moment anyway, some good length bowling. Slip is coming out. Not sure I agree with it, but he's coming.
Me neither, I'm with you. Another wicket now. 2 for 4 or 4 for 2. Try chasing 106 with that start. Glorious, absolutely glorious reply. That is a statement from Vikram Singh.
Yes, he's an attractive player through the offside, doesn't always cover the line of the ball, stays inside the line of the ball and then whacks it. There's back and across movement and then sweetly timing it through the offside.
And there you get a sense of the atmosphere here in Dallas, folks, because a dot gets a standing ovation and a cover drive, not a whisper. Ooze. No slip, he's gone, Bish, your slip is gone.
That would have gone straight down the throat of that slip fielder. Rohit Padel's a young man. They're still looking to learn and make their way in the game. But that slip came out 2 deliveries ago. And that would have gone straight into his midriff. But it's vacant.
Moments, big moments. Boundary in the over. Catch that might have been, but it's 12 for 1 after 3.
With the Asian wisdom of Cosmos and with your personalized birth chart, I can guide you on your life's journey. My advice will offer you a roadmap to realizing your true potential. Call me today to begin your journey towards enlightenment.
घर से आने के बाद में घर आएगा साथ में हमारे टेस्ट में कहीं घर आंगन की याद है
अशोका देसी अर्थात स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, ये रोटियां बनाए टेस्टी जो रहे सॉफ्ट लंबे अरसे तक। स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, घर की याद, घर का जायका।
Outside the inner circle, and there's not one there protecting that area. That's a lovely shot from O'Dowd.
More orthodox in style. And this was a beautiful shot. You've got to admire the balance, making sure they hit it in the vacant area, acreage of space on the leg side, in the slot, and away she went.
So get your length back, get back to your length. 2 of the 3 boundaries hit have been off deliveries that have missed their length. Some of you played with Max's dad, leading run scorer of the Netherlands in the last 2 T20 World Cups. What was his dad like?
Similar stature, solid, quite stylish right-hand batsman. Good thinker of the game. Captaincy material, good leader. So he's got good genes. He's learnt well.
And a big rugby man.
Big rugby man. I asked him actually earlier, I interviewed him, he gets to be back in New Zealand about 2 months a year. Such is the style of his life at the moment with his cricket. And that is a sacrifice that a lot of these players that play for sides like the Netherlands who are transient players. For instance, Levitt was born in Cape Town, qualifies by his residency on his mother's side, and that you see that a lot in the associate nations, the United States and Canada, the two teams we did the other day. So for Max O'Dowd, it's a similar situation. Just got that well enough, Vikram Singh. In fact, got a little better than I thought initially. And this is a good over because this is breaking the shackles and putting it back at Nepal.
Yeah, 2 more or 3 more overs like this and Nepal will be under pressure. It's a massive strike. Strong balance as he was hitting that ball down the ground, and that's a much better option for him rather than going across the line over mid-wicket or square leg.
Still only 2 players allowed outside the circle. We're only in the 4th over and 2 more after this, so that puts pressure on the fielding captain, pressure on the line and length.
The pitches across this World Cup, they'll vary here in the USA, playing slightly different to what we're seeing so far in the Caribbean, but I hope that we get some of those that facilitate good batting and high scoring. Variety is the spice of life. I'm not disappointed to see bowlers coming into their own, but you want variety and true pitches.
Good length, not a lot of carry through towards the keeper though, but a better over for the Netherlands at 21 for 1 after 4.
We might speak, eat and celebrate differently, but the passion we share for our cricket teams is the same. Together we cheer for those we love, and the only team we support more fiercely is family, wherever they live. Send money back home to your loved ones with
And again, Wakar Ramis and previous commentators have been talking about how you go about winning this game, and it's worth mentioning before that this is perhaps I wouldn't say the toughest group, but could be the most volatile group of the four in this tournament. So while you find a method, you're absolutely right about Netherlands trying to go about winning the game. You want to try to do it as quickly as possible to put your net run rate in the best position. Get to a point where you feel you're secure enough to win it, and then do it as quickly as possible, if you're allowed to.
Oh, that's a smashing cover drive. Beautifully put away, and there is a deathly silence around the crowd.
Well, this will help the cause of this you're talking about, that this is a beautiful cover drive, nice stride in, leaning into the shot and picking the gap. He's a good player, fantastic cover drive. I think teams are a little worried. That's a beautiful shot, no doubt in that. Teams are a little worried. In the start of the tournament, they just don't want to have any mishaps, so they just want to win the game first. I totally understand, and I'm with you on that you get into a situation, win the game quickly, get on the board and put your run rate in order in the start of the tournament. But I feel in the previous games I've seen that the teams are a little bit holding back. They just want to get into the tournament.
Yeah, that's one perspective, Aka. I'm still for putting yourself in a position like with 20 runs to go, win it quickly. I've seen it too often in multi-team tournaments and franchise tournaments. In fact, I watched the IPL, and every single season for the last 7 seasons, it happens where teams think, let's win first, don't look after their net run rate early enough in the tournament, and every single year, a position for qualification comes down to net run rate. I've said this many times, and it's an observation, an empirical observation that happens. So once you, if you're Netherlands, put yourself in a position with wickets in hand, and let's say 20, finish the game. Once you secure that position, first game or last game.
And they are in this situation right now. I think they have probably secure run rate and required run rate under 5. So maybe just take 4 or 5 overs to finish this game. They can hit big. The pitch is not doing much. Just be a little bit more aggressive.
You can do it too by hitting the gaps and running. There are gaps there. Make sure that you don't have any dot balls or minimize dot balls. It doesn't only have to be 6s and 4s. Don't let dot balls build up.
It's 2 down for 69.
Swana Jackie.
And the game more in how to go through highs and lows in a run chase or batting first or bowling second. You've got to go through those drills and make sure that you develop a good 2-day or 3-day game plan, strategizes.
And then we've seen pictures on social media right now on the crowds, the throngs that are gathered watching this contest. Hello to all of you in Kathmandu or wherever you are.
Well, the entire Kathmandu is here, Bish.
This is not even 0.5% of them, Ian Smith. The other thing is, I was talking to one of the coaches, and they say when West Indies went there were like 20,000 people in the ground. It reminds us, throwback to the days before social media and cable television, where you see old photos of test matches and ODI games, and the ground is filled to capacity with people because there weren't any other distraction.
And that's interesting from you, Bish, because some people would say there weren't any other options, but you said distractions.
Well, my central focus point is the cricket. You're one for semantics, Ian Smith. I think it's distractions from real life, from the issues, escapism I call it, from other issues of what we call real life.
Bit of a TED talk from Ian Bishop.
I'm not mocking you, I'm agreeing with you. I totally agree with you on the distraction side of things and how far it's gone to the detriment of a lot of things.
He has played it well. He's played a very good innings here. 2 down for 71.
Taste the goodness of granular and pure GRB ghee.
Remember back in India, our auntie used to make us those mango shakes? Those would be nice right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's us.
This goes for the Summers here.
Summers is the official refreshment of Cricket World Cup fans.
स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, ये रोटियां बनाए टेस्टी जो रहे सॉफ्ट लंबे अरसे तक। स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, घर की याद, घर का जायका।
Captain playing a good innings of 35. Bowled out in 19.2 overs. Has he got a tickle to it? They're going for it. Well, I think the non-strikers is making his way out, I think.
TV umpire to director, we have an umpire referral for a run out at the bowler's end. Can I have your best side replay? Just roll back. I would like to see whether the bowler has made contact with the ball. Yeah, from there, yeah. Just roll back once again. I can see that ball has deflected off the hand of the bowler. Satisfied the bowler has made contact. Can I have your side of replay? Rolling. Yeah, freeze the replay. I can see the batter is short of his ground as the best lights up. I'm satisfied. My decision for the big screen is
what a way to go. Loud cheer from the Nepalese crowd. A massive breakthrough, a massive lucky breakthrough. Engelbrecht has got to go back. He's playing a very good innings here. Steady and calm he was at the crease. Getting a partnership rolling. Gets 14 of 16. And it's 3 down for 71. What is the captain thinking in at number 5, Scott Edwards? They need a partnership. They need a partnership at a good rate. Finish this game ASAP. Do they have the courage or the form?
Well, the one thing you know about Scott Edwards is that if he bats for any amount of time, he'll be busy. And by busy, I don't mean necessarily boundary hitting, but he will run hard between the wickets. Against spin, he will play sweeps and reverse sweeps, and let's see the backing up here. He wasn't too far out, but it's the risk you take when you leave the crease in totality before you know where the ball has been hit.
Without a more conventional striker of the ball, doesn't really believe in ramps and huge shots, more steady hitting the ball down the ground. You've got to know the game of your partner also. Make sure that you're not out of the crease if he's a good straight driver. I remember Javed Miada, the great Javed Miada, telling me never to straight drive a ball because according to him it was the most useless shot. Because against spinner, one possibility that you provide to a spinner is getting caught in bowls. So always look to drive to mid-off or mid-on rather than straight driving the ball.
It's all very well for him to say. I mean, he could turn his bat round and play with a handle when it came to playing spin.
Oh, slow ball. The finger is raised. We have a game on our hands. Another wicket goes down. They're looking for a review here. Is there any blade involved? It looked out.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I've checked the fit placement. It's a fair delivery. Let's start with Frondon first. Appears to be there's a bat involved. Can I have Ultra H to reconfirm if there's bat involved? Yes, freeze the replay there. I can see a spike as the ball is on the bat. Satisfied? Langton, you need to change your decision. Let you know whenever you are on spin signal.
Hit the cover of it. 3 down then.
That there is typical Scott Edwards. Using his feet in his own inimitable fashion. He won't be a power hitter, but he just moves about the crease quite a lot once he spends time there.
There's a lot to admire about what Nepal have done here. I mean, they have defended this with their lives. They might and probably won't get up and win this game, but by goodness, have they shown some real steel about this. And it's not over yet. And if they can get O'Dowd and get 2 new players in, who knows?
Over. 3 down for 73.
Ian Smith regaled us with the experience of drawing his curtains at 5:30 this morning when he came back for his run. And now outside, it's totally different overhead conditions. The sun is out, Smithy, so it is well worth your early rise and coming to the ground.
Actually, I predicted it about halfway through my 17th kilometre. I looked at the sky and I thought to myself, it's clearing. It's clearing. And if I can just get back in time to get the bus to the ground, we might see some cricket.
Timothy Restaf, you know you did that magic moment a little while ago of Yuvraj Singh in 2007 T20 World Cup. The Pindra Singh Irie hit 6 sixes in that game against Qatar off Cameron Khan earlier this year as well. Only the third person to do it in T20s, Kieron Pollard against Sri Lanka at Coolidge and Antigua, I think 2021. So 3 people have done it. Ire, Yuvraj Singh, who did it in a World Cup, and Kieron Pollard in a bilateral series.
6 sixes made the headlines way back. What was it? Must have been 68, 69. Gary Sobers versus Glamorgan. I think Ravi Shastri also hit 6 sixes in a domestic game.
Yep. But we just saw another glimpse there of Scott Edwards' busyness. The way he runs hard between the wickets. He doesn't have the power of some, but he will run you into the ground if you allow him to spend time at the crease.
Good player of spin bowling also. He'll use the crease. And as Ian Bishop was just mentioning, he'll not allow you to settle down.
It's an interesting innings from Max O'Dowd. Whether they just decided right from the get-go, the Netherlands will just get the runs, eh? Let's just get this in the win column and forget about the run rate situation overall. Whether it'll come home to bite them, we do not know. And let's also say they haven't been allowed to dictate.
Yeah, your point is well made. I think you made it last over. I love Nepal. I love what I saw from them in the qualifiers. I love what I saw from them in 2014 when they won 2 games, lost 1, but did not qualify for the next round because of net run rate. Bangladesh did it. And all of those are cautionary tales.
So what happens if Nepal loses this game and takes this game to the 20th over? I mean, yeah, they'll suffer a loss, but from net run rate point of view, I think this could be an interesting situation from them as well. So what they need to do right now is to drag this innings as deep as possible. That was pretty needless. Exuberance of youth, possibly.
So you see in 2 balls what Scott Edwards is about. Orthodox sweep, reverse sweep. Not as strong down the ground, not that he can't hit it there, but he looked to use whatever pace and angle is available.
Single yielded of the last ball of that over. We're done with 15 overs, 79 for the loss of 3.
We might speak, eat, and celebrate differently, but the passion we share for our cricket teams is the same. Together we cheer for those we love, and the only team we support more fiercely is family, wherever they live. Send money back home to your loved ones with Remitly. Download the app today.
स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, ये रोटियां बनाए टेस्टी जो रहे सॉफ्ट लंबे अरसे तक। स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, घर की याद, घर का जायका।
Will the old rain be in this tournament? Because there's a bit around.
He's got a couple of overs left. Bohara is known as someone who thrives in this stage of a game. He's very good with the Yorkers. He's very accurate with them as well, and he enjoys bowling in his closing overs. You can just pick up a couple of wickets, also maybe just create some pressure from the one end. This could be a fascinating final 5 overs with just about a run a ball required for the Netherlands. He's in conversation now, Bahara, with his captain. All right, Powell is just asking for a change now in the field. Well, initially they were going for square leg up, but they've decided no, keep a square leg back, and we're going to have mid-wicket coming in. Loves a sweep, does Edwards. Just what was required for Nepal to kick off a very important phase of this chase.
Watch out, Netherlands. This game is not over yet. Run a ball required, and if you keep losing wickets like that, Nepal is in the game. So nice and straight delivery. That's what he's been doing. Little under edge onto the stumps. They will take it. 27 required of 28, and they've lost their 4th wicket. 80 for 4, and skipper Edward gone for 5.
स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, ये रोटियां बनाए टेस्टी जो रहे सॉफ्ट लंबेर से तक। स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, घर की याद, घर का जायका।
This could be a 6. It's a 6. Yes.
This calls for the Somras cheer.
Somras is the official refreshment of Cricket World Cup fans.
He usually gets used in positions 3 and 4, so normally will bat a little bit earlier in the innings, and now he's tasked with trying to finish this off for the Netherlands. And he's batting with the well-set Max O'Dowd, who's been there a long time. Max O'Dowd in his last few T20 international innings, he spent a lot of time at the crease, but he will often go at about this strike rate, around 100, maybe just over. It is all that's required, but the pressure is on now.
And Rob Holdall might be a very young man in terms of years, but he's quite an old man in terms of cricket knowledge here and the way he's going about this, because he is dragging it out. He is in no hurry to give this away.
Coach Monty Desai speaks very highly of Road Powell and how one enthusiastic he is as a player, how he's very good at bringing the team together. The two of them have worked very well together as well as coach and captain. And this is what they've been able to do for Nepal, is in tough situations, they still manage to pick up wickets. They've been together for a couple of years, coach and captain, and they've had a lot of success. Monty Desai took over in 2023, and since then they've had a lot of success and managed to get themselves to this stage.
Yeah, Edward just moving away, giving himself room to just play through the cover region. The ball harried up a little bit. Got the under edge onto the stumps. One thing is for sure, the debate of run rate is gone now. Now they just need to win this game. They've got to make sure that they get those 25 runs or 26 with ease. Don't have to have any more hiccups.
Yeah, down the leg side. Not easy for the keepers up to the stumps.
Well, that could have been the catch of the century. It's only 2024, but it could have been one of the greats from a wicket-keeping perspective. Standing up, a little nick high, that is stuck. Oh.
Well, he continues to deal in singles. Max Haddad, he's done that for a little while now. It's 84 for 4. .23 needed from 24. Same stage. Nepal also had 84 on the board. The only difference was they were 7 wickets down. They struggled to find the finish that they would have wanted. Max Haddad, though, is well set, just as we saw from Rohit Paudel, who was also well set. Still batting to come for the Netherlands. Teja Nidamanuru is somebody who can definitely get them over the line. So can Logan van Beek. He's done it for them recently. Pringle too, so they've got batting. That's not an issue. Now, where to from here? With 4 overs to go for this innings and this chase. He'll keep taking the singles, Max Haddad.
Yeah, Max Haddad's wicket is going to be very crucial. I know they've still got plenty of batters to come, but if Nepal can manage to get Haddad's wicket right now, you never know. There'll be a few butterflies in the camp.
I don't think they've been sitting confidently in that dugout this whole run chase, to be perfectly honest. And yet they did such a great job with the ball and in the field, the Netherlands themselves. You would have thought they were really confident about doing this with their experience, but that's just not been the way. They have not been permitted to take luxuries.
Well, on the subject of experience, Dakal bowler, just 22 years of age, he's only playing in his 4th T20 international, and he's bowling in a very tough situation as well. The captain sussed him the ball at a crucial stage. It's been a while since the last boundary.
Nepal didn't do justice with the bat in hand, but when you talk about their effort in the field, apart from dropping one catch, they have not disappointed anyone. The crowd here have their money worth. They've seen their heroes in front of them, and they're really putting in some serious effort here. Good fielding once again. Required run rate over 6 now, 6.32.
We're going a little bit quicker on this occasion. Just 4 runs off that over. That's 88 for 4.
स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, ये रोटियां बनाए टेस्टी जो रहे सॉफ्ट लंबे अरसे तक। स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, घर की याद, घर का जायका।
Somers is my new favorite, and I'm excited for you guys to try it. That is amazing. It tastes just like cold coffee. Wow, this Somers coffee tastes better than Bailey's. Now I'll teach you guys how to be smooth.
Somers is the official refreshment of Cricket World Cup fans.
It's a nice sunny day for cricket.
It's the time for the batsman, the 12th man, and the groundsman. The days of the know-it-all that don't know it all, and the come one, come all. An invitation to the run-takers, the matchmakers, and the partnership breakers. It's the time for the many flavors of cricket, and the many, many, many flavors it brings.
Yeah, there were few players out there taking the drinks for the batters, and I think there'd be a message in it too, that this is the over. You can't really drag this game into the last 2. Look to get a big over right now. You got wickets in hand, but you don't want to go into the last couple of overs and have maybe 8 in over or 16 in 2.
Sompal Kami's got 1 more over. He's trying to get it into that block hole. Just stop him possibly from getting underneath it. Has it been a bowler's day? Possibly has. You could say the conditions have definitely allowed for some fantastic bowling, fantastic watching, and Pringle was excellent. Played in a couple of World Cups now for the Netherlands, so he's got experience behind him. He was tasked to bowl with a new ball at one stage as well. Had a good day. It's hanging in the air, and the captain put it down. Just the moment that they would have wanted now.
Big moment in this game. It was O'Dowd's wicket. Holding that catch would have made a massive difference. And it was an easy catch.
Just didn't steady himself, did he? Captain underneath it. Didn't look like he steadied himself and got into the right position.
Yeah, that was the issue. He just didn't get balanced underneath the ball. It was a pretty simple catch when it comes to outfield catches, but he never really had the balance underneath the line of the ball. He was constantly sidestepping to try to get in position of the flight of the ball. He made a meal of it, unfortunately.
The margins are fine in this game, very fine. 1 or 2 moments could win you a game. Or as Smithy would say, the margins are bare. Very, very bare.
Well, he had ample time to get under it. He was still moving around when he looked to grab it. I know we talk about soft hands, but they were too soft. Sometimes you need to have hard hands behind the ball and make sure that the ball stays in there.
You've just confused every youngster listening to this. Hard hands, soft hands, which one is it?
Look, sometimes we always talk about soft hands, but at times you know, when you're in the slips, you can't really have, the Aussies sitting here next to me, and he'll tell you that when you're having your fingers up, you need to have really strong hands behind the ball to grab it. So I know maybe it's a little contradiction, but I tell you, sometimes you have to keep your strong hand behind the ball.
Is this another chance? Just short. Still continue to take singles. It's 94 for 4.
Last with the batter.
फ्लेवर है लाओ। स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, ये रोटियां बनाए टेस्टी जो रहे सॉफ्ट लंबे अरसे तक। स्वाना चक्की फ्रेश आटा, घर की याद, घर का जायका।
घर से आने के बाद में घर आएगा साथ में, हमारे टेस्ट में कहीं घर आंगन की याद है।
Ashoka Desi Athar.
A boundary maybe just to release a little bit of the pressure. But there's nothing wrong with taking it in singles. A win is a win. 2 points are 2 points. You've got to give Nepal a lot of credit though for the fight they've shown. They didn't have runs on the board, but they've shown a lot of fight. Big over this. Penultimate over. Could swing this game. Start of the over, goes for 4. Just what the Dutch would have wanted.
I don't think they want to get into the last over. They want to finish this game in this over, Netherlands. And the key man is O'Dowd. Got dropped in the previous over, but he'll look to finish this game in this over.
Say catches win matches. That's a cliche for a reason. They make a difference, those catches. O'Dowd once more, and he will get more. What brilliant batting it is from someone so experienced and shown such a cool head. And in a World Cup, he will get a nice little milestone, edging his team past 100 and his own score past 50.
Yeah, priceless to have this experience to the crease. Yes, he's had a life, but it's been one of those days where you need a little luck. And he's taken full advantage of that luck. He's stayed calm. And it looks like he's going to be able to see his team over the line. And it looks like it's a 6, straight into the cushion.
His 13th half century of his T20 international career, Max O'Dowd. And he's played very sensibly today. He was born in New Zealand, Max O'Dowd. He moved to the Netherlands when he was just 5 years of age. He's a part-time DJ, Max O'Dowd. A little hidden talent, has a YouTube channel. Gets it past the infield, and the Netherlands will tick over a win here as they start their campaign with a couple of points. They were brilliant in the field. The bowling was excellent. The fielding was superb. They've set a high stand in the field to start off with. And then with the bat, Max O'Dowd, certainly a standout in this chase, even though there were a couple of nervy moments. He remained calm pretty much all the way throughout. What a crowd we've had in today. They will cheer on their team because they know that Nepal fought really